Kicking off a new campaign for a steel framing structural fabrication company in a major city. Landing page already set up, Google ads running, Facebook ads running. Construction of the site is pretty much finished. This is a way I deploy a lot of my campaigns that want leads yesterday. It is a lean way of doing this. Not ideal. I call this a band-aid solution, but a solution where we fire up ads as quickly as possible. And I do this in a lot of spaces. So it's where we decide that the website needs a rebuild. Most websites that are over 5 years old, especially if they're not WordPress, and they need to rank in local spaces that are somewhat competitive, generally need a rebuild. Things, especially when it's like a DIY website or built for design purposes and not the purpose of progressing through the ranks. Just a beautiful website and a website that progresses through the ranks are very different things. So what we do is, because the construction of the site takes a while, especially if it's a big site, it's a mature site, it used to have 50 or so pages, but we want to make sure that those pages and any SEO juice in those pages is retained, right? So we need to have a plan for those pages. But there might be, in this case, there were like 20 pages that basically marinated over the same topic. It was just steel framing. In other words, there's a lot of cannibalization there. And that's what a lot of people, when they build their own websites, the mistakes that they make is they try to optimize every single page for that one keyword. And so what you end up having is just Google's like confused which is the actual page you want to rank for steel framing, right? So you want to present Google with a clear diamond and a clear hierarchy of pillar pages, sub pages, and show Google what you actually want to rank for with this structure. So we start from the beginning, we plan things out, and we begin building the website in a demo environment. A lot of my clients, they come to me because they want leads as quickly as possible, and they simply trust that I'll build them something that will generate leads. And a lot of them just trust me on the design, and there are very minor corrections. Some places, some industries, medical, specialist industries, financial, I definitely need the client to read through everything and give me the tick of approval. So there's a bit of time and back and forth, and for that reason, the website construction can sometimes blow out a month, 2 months, even more. It depends on how quickly we receive files from the client. So what we do in this case is we fire up a landing page on their old site, or I hate doing this, but a different domain. So in this case, it's client website / our landing page, which could be its own CMS, which could be go high level, which could be its own little WordPress installation, depending on the technical setup of their site, right? And so within a week, we can have Google ads running with a landing page that looks pretty, and that landing page a lot of the time stems as the home page of the new site. So it's kind of like a way that I'm slowly building the relationship with the client and saying, hey, your new site will look like this. Do you like the look of it? So I've already started the first step of the site construction, because if they like the look of it, they like what I build, bang, I use that as the foundation of the new site. Obviously over time I evolve it to the latest trends and things like that, the way things are meant to look, but that's now the homepage of the new site. Then what we do, we deconstruct a whole bunch of competitors. We look at every single top ranking steel framing, structural steel, metal fabricator site that offers the same services, and we deconstruct those sites. We look at all their pages, especially all the pages that are actively getting traffic and ranking at the top of Google, which is really easy to see via SEMrush or Ahrefs, and we map them out. And I show the client, I say, hey, Mr. Client, do you do these? Do you do steel framing doors? No, you don't. Do you do steel joists? Roof trusses? Wow, this wind is crazy. Do you do roof trusses? Do you do this? Do you do that? And the client basically goes down the list of the Excel sheet and ticks things off. This is all while the Google ad is already running and sending traffic on main anchor keywords, main exact match keywords, and there's already some leads coming through the door slowly. In this case, I do not run Facebook ads generally, but this particular client sent me about 40 high quality folders filled with high quality The folder was actually a really high quality folder, but photos and videos with drone of finished work. And look, I'm a boy. I love the look at the way construction looks, and this is steel framing. It just looks hot. It's good videography. I appreciate good pixels. So we fired up a Facebook ad. Now I don't like, so in this case, it's a Facebook ad that takes the details then and there. So we're trying to pitch for people to fill out their construction details, send us their architectural drawings for the steel framing, ask them questions or dates and time frames. So we've got friction questions in place, and leads started to come through. There were, as always, Facebook ad leads are quite fluffy. A lot of them don't return the call. So I like to run Facebook ads that drive the traffic to the landing page in this industry. A boxing gym might be different, but because we're targeting metro areas of Melbourne or Victoria, you want it to run it to the landing page. So we've got two avenues of already acquiring traffic while we're building out the website, and because that can take a little bit of time. So now received the go-ahead to push the site live. We've done what I call the essential edits, which are edits that must be done before the site is live. Things like obviously correct spelling, which is a no-brainer, but there might be certain terms that my writers and I have used that, I don't know, maybe the client doesn't want to use, or we've used structural steel in a page that's shouldn't be mentioning it, things like FAQ. So we definitely need a lot of input from the client. Now this is where the engagement of the client, really how quickly they come back to me with information, especially branded information. It depends on how quickly we can deploy the site. In this case, it was very slow. If you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. Hate to harass, but I love the process of the ranking, and the ranking doesn't begin until we deploy the site, and that's when the 6 to 7 month period of Google begins to soak our new site up, takes effect. So almost ready to pull the trigger. Google ads already mature. Facebook ads, we dropped the budget because I'm waiting for the site to go up. So still a bit of brand presence. I think these days any local business should be running at least a $5 a day, some kind of Facebook ad just for the brand to be in people's faces. It's such an easy ad to set up. It's a no-brainer, whether you're an electrician. Don't expect much return directly on that budget. Just don't expect it, and you watch every now and again, you'll get an inquiry here and there, and it just won't make sense. Especially if you have a van with signage and you're driving around that suburb and you're the local electrician, that's when it can really work. So just like any other local trades campaign, Google ads, Facebook ads in this case, because of the good imagery, local SEO, organic SEO, I'm excited.